Welcome to my very first video blogcast. I have wanted to do one, but I have been a little bit nervous, and I thought that the end of our 8-week journey to balance would be a great time to do my very first. Hopefully this will not be the last, depending on how this goes. Um, as we have gone on this journey, the 8-week journey to balance, I have asked you to look at some things in your life and to maybe change some things and to examine some areas of your life that might be causing you stress. Because, see, many times we get stuck in ruts in our lives and we think that we can't get out of them. And it is very important that we don't just roll over and accept everything as it is, that we take responsibility for our lives. There is a prayer that I really like, and even if you're not of the Christian faith, the words are still awesome. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That is just so important, and important when we are looking at our life and going through the things that we have been going through in this journey. Serenity means peace, and so we all would love to have peace. And we want peace to accept the things that we cannot change. There are some things in our lives we cannot change. It's just the way that it is. And we need to accept those things. We don't need to frustrate ourselves and try to change them if they cannot be changed. And we need to learn to accept those. And sometimes that's difficult, but that is something that we have to do. The second thing is courage, the courage to change the things that I can. And that's kind of more what we have talked about in this journey to balance. There are many things in our lives that we can change. We have let things happen. We have accepted things. We have put ourselves in situations that have made things very stressful for us. And there's a lot we can do to change that. It's not easy. That's why the word courage is there. It's very difficult for some of these things. Sometimes it may be a relationship you have to get out of. It may be a job you have to leave. It may be something you have to change with your children. There's just a lot there, but it's so important for you to know that you can make some changes. You can make some changes that will make a difference in your life. The third is the wisdom to know the difference. And that is an important one because we don't want to waste our time and energy trying to change the things that we cannot change and then neglect the things that we actually can change, the things that we do have power over, and the things that we can change. So you want to have the wisdom to know the difference, and you need to examine those things in your life. And I encourage you as we end this 8-week journey to balance that you really go back and you look through the assignments and the posts that we've had. You can also, I have my ebook coming out in 2 weeks that will go through a lot of this a little bit in more depth. But I encourage you to go back and do some of the exercises and really think about your life and where you might be able to make some changes. And then you may also have to accept some things that you cannot change. It is a balance. And you will see as we continue to go through my blog and my blog posts, I will continue to give you more tips and encouragement on how you can live that balanced life. And I hope that you will continue on the journey with me on my blog. I hope that you have subscribed. If you haven't, make sure that you go subscribe now. In the upper right-hand corner of the blog, you can subscribe. And I would love to have you comment on either the blog or on Facebook, on Twitter, on some things in your life that you either need to change, you figured out you need to change, you want to change, or maybe some things you figured out you cannot change and that you're just going to accept them. So I appreciate you joining me for this very first blogcast. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'm glad it's done. Thanks.